Last week, I went to Brooklyn and Manhattan, and I was glad I found a place to say that everybody should know my mother, Rosa Celeste Valera Nicosia, thinks that Christopher Columbus is a hero. You Americans don't know that my Hispanic mother from Dominican Republic thinks that Christopher Columbus is a hero. I gave my testimonies, and I heard testimonies about Dr. Marion Sims, Theodore Roosevelt, and Christopher Columbus. As far as I'm concerned, Dr. Marion Sims can stay or go. I don't care. I just think it's a shame that Dr. Sims' legacy has been tarnished simply because he used female black slaves to do his experimental treatments. I think we should see that Dr. Marion Sims was an honorable white man who would have believed that all women deserved health care, whether she was black, white, rich, or poor. We should know that Dr. Marion Sims was the father of gynecology. Theodore Roosevelt will always be known as our 26th President of the United States, whether or not we have any monument dedicated in his name. I just think that New York City is so engrossly Democratic that we can't have any monument that honors a Republican, like Theodore Roosevelt. Christopher Columbus, now, I have to take my mother's side and say what I think you Americans know is the miseducation of Christopher Columbus. You tell my mom that Christopher Columbus was a rapist, a terrorist who started the transatlantic slave trade. My mom will say you are wrong. Slavery was banned in Spain. Columbus has no reputation of being a rapist in Dominican Republic, and Columbus had no resources to do anything like terrorize the Caribbean islands. If we want to know why the people in America today speak Spanish, English, French, and Portuguese, we have to trace our New World history back to Christopher Columbus. We have to accept the fact the world has changed since 1492, and we're not going back to the way things used to be centuries ago. Because, quite frankly, the rich and famous are happy with their lives. So I say, give the Italians Columbus Circle. You hypocritical liberals and progressives should know that your values today are most compatible with Europe. If you want to know who were the first 3 countries around the world to legalize same-sex marriage, they were Netherlands, Belgium, and Spain. So I say give the Italians Columbus Circle. Europe will always be the bedrock of Western civilization. My mother is Hispanic, but my father is Italian. So I am here to defend my brothers and sisters at Columbus Citizens Foundation and say that my mother is proud that you're maintaining Columbus' legacy, but I think your pride in Columbus is superficial. And if you never want to get attacked this way again, I think you have to start developing your relationships in Spain and Dominican Republic. Everybody should know my mother, Rosa Celeste Valera Nicosia, thinks that Christopher Columbus is a hero.